Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Riley and today I have some more bullet journal ideas for you guys. So I'm titling this video like November bullet journal theme ideas, something like that, but it really doesn't need to be just for the month of November. You can take these themes and use them whenever you feel like it. I just like to do one of these videos every month where I share with you guys 3 very simple and accessible bullet journal themes. So if you've watched any of these videos in the past, you know the drill. It's going to be very like minimal in terms of the supplies that you need. I want anyone to be able to do this, even if all you have are like some black pens and a box of markers from Walmart. That's what I started with. You can do this. It also doesn't require tons of time. So all of these themes took me less than 10 minutes. Most of them are around 5 minutes to set up. And now, granted, I'm not setting up like the entire month or anything like that. I'm just setting up a title page. So I'm going to take these themes and set up 3 different title pages. And what you can do then is take the doodles, the fonts, the colors, whatever you like from these themes, and then put those onto whatever monthly pages you need. So if you need a calendar, if you need a habit tracker, if you need a mood tracker, I don't know, if you want to like track your fitness or something like that, take these doodles and these themes and then put them onto the pages that you like. So I'm going to link my own November plan with me up here. That number 1 is another simple theme idea, the one that I used in my own journal this month. But number 2, it will also give you an idea of different like monthly pages that you can include because it has all the monthly pages that I include in my own journal. So like I said, I've got 3 of these ideas for you guys today, and I try to make them all a little bit different, something that will appeal to everyone. So whether you like things more muted or more vibrant or pastel or vintage, I don't know. Hopefully there will be something here that at least kind of fits with what you like. And if you don't find something in this video that you like, feel free to watch through some of my other videos like this. Like I said, I post one of these every month and you really can use these themes for any month. It doesn't have to be November. And I also do have my Instagram account linked in the description where I post pictures of lots more simple bullet journal theme ideas like this. All right, so the first theme that I have for you guys is a fall apple picking theme. So I'm gonna go in and draw a basket first using a light brown and a dark brown, and then after that we'll get to the apples. So for the basket, I'm just going to kind of start it around the middle of the page and draw a straight line across the top of the basket and kind of a curved line for the bottom. Next, I'm going to take my darker brown here and make just kind of like a ridge on the top of the basket and then a handle coming over here. Also with this darker brown, I'm going to make kind of like dashed lines to make it look sort of like the basket has been weaved. So now I'm going to outline the whole basket here using a size 01 fine liner. And I'm going to add some lines to the top part here, just for fun. And now the apples I decided to draw first with the fine liner. So I'm going to kind of fill this basket with apples. So you'll only really see the top part of the apple, which looks pretty much like a heart. So I'm going to draw a few of those. And I'm going to draw one apple just like as though it fell out of the basket and it's sitting on the ground. So now I'm just going to color in the apples. I've got 2 different shades of red. You could do just one color or you could do even more, obviously. And I'm just going to color these guys in and kind of like alternate the colors, if you know what I mean. So that apples that are touching each other in general are like the opposite color. Next, I'm going to take a green for the leaves, and this is my Tombow 228 that I use all the time. And sorry if you hear a baby crying in the background. My husband is getting him, don't worry. But he's just supposed to be napping. So now I've got the illustration colored in here. I'm just going to use a skinny black fine liner. This is the Tombow Fudenosuke to write out a heading for this month underneath here. And I'm using kind of a similar font as I did for my own November theme. And I'm going to link that video if I haven't already, because that theme, like the title page for it, took me literally 4 minutes to set up. So it's one of the fastest ones that I've ever done in my own bullet journal. So you can definitely check that one out if you're looking for another fast theme idea, and the one that I actually used for November. So there's the title page for this month. You could definitely add like a border or add some washi tape or sprinkle some more apples around. Oh, I forgot one thing that I feel like makes it look so much nicer. I'm going to take a white gel pen and just kind of add like, you know, marks as though the apple is like shiny. Just little curves that match with like the curve of the apple, to make it look like the light is glistening off of it. I don't know, I feel like that just levels it up quite a bit. So anyways, you could add like a border, you could sprinkle apples all over the place. I love this theme because I like to choose themes that have like simple doodles that can be carried throughout the month, even if you don't want to redraw like the whole thing again. So this little apple doodle would be really easy to just like sprinkle around a page. You don't even have to include the basket, or you could do like just a basket with something else in it to carry the theme over. So that is theme number 1. For the second one, I'm going to do a theme from like my favorite bullet journaling YouTuber. She doesn't do bullet journaling anymore on her YouTube channel, which is kind of sad for me, but she has moved on to other planning and art related content, and that's Claudia Joseph. If you guys don't already follow her, please go do that. She's like my age and she's a mom of 4, and she still manages to like post YouTube videos and do all her art stuff, which I think is absolutely incredible. So go support her channel if you don't already. And this theme is one that she used to do when she sold custom journals. So it's this little like mountain range sort of thing, and I'm going to tell you right now, she does it better than I do. So go check out her stuff and you'll see this theme in action. So I'm going to start off by drawing just like some jagged sort of mountain type peaks along the bottom of the page that all like overlap with each other, just like this. And if I were using this theme in my own bullet journal, I would stretch the mountains across both pages here, and then have the title here and like a tasks page or something like that here that still includes the mountain illustration. So now that you've got kind of the base of your mountains drawn, I'm going to add some snowy tops just with like a jagged line across the top. And now I don't even know what to call this part, but I just love what she does. It's almost like you're adding like the shadow of the mountain, I guess. Just a line that like sort of matches with this outer line that you already drew, but just move it in a little bit. And I'm going to add that to all of these mountains. Similarly, I'm just going to add a few like other lines, again, that kind of go with the flow of your mountain already. And like I said, I literally have no clue what to call this. It's just something that she does on hers, and I think it looks really cool. So that is the sort of bigger part of the mountains, and for that I used a size 03. Now I'm going to use a size 01 and go in and do some like line shading. So just doing really fast like horizontal or more diagonal actually strokes. I'm just going to kind of fill in that side of all of the mountains. So from the outside to the other line that I drew, I'm just going to fill it in with these diagonal lines. Alright, so that's kind of the base of the mountain doodle, and the thing that she does that I think makes it really cool is instead of coloring in the doodle itself, she colors like around it. So I'm just going to take this blue here from Tombow, it's color 533, and I'm just going to draw like a thick kind of outline around this entire illustration. And that's it for the color in this theme, which is something that I think is really unique. I never would have thought to do a theme like this. So that's the bulk of the drawing portion. Now I'm gonna write a heading in here, and I think I'll go ahead and use my stamps for this one If you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know that this particular set of stamps is from Paperwrld. I use it so much, and I'm going to have a link for that as well as all my other supplies down in the description. Alright, so now I've got my heading there, and this part I do a little bit differently than her, but I'm just going to go in with a black marker here. This is again my Tombow Fudanovsky, and just sprinkle some dots around the page. She does constellations sometimes, which I think is really cool, but I don't want to, like, you know, directly copy this theme 100%. So I just like to kind of sprinkle some little dots around the page here. Alright, so that's the theme here. Like I said, she does constellations. You could add like stars or clouds. You could do some kind of border or incorporate washi tape or whatever you want to kind of take this theme and make it your own. And I know I forgot to mention it for the first one, but this theme took me about 6 minutes to put together, and this one took me 5 minutes to put together. So moving on to the last theme here, I'm going to do a floral print, and this is something that I've seen Shada Campbell do quite a bit. So if you don't already follow her, again, I'm going to link her channel right up here so that you can check it out. So for this floral print, I'm going to use some like larger flowers and then also some smaller doodles that will just be berries. So I've got a color for my flowers, a color for my berries, and then I'm going to do like a bunch of different leaves and just kind of fill the page with those doodles. So I like to start off with the biggest flower, which is going to be kind of a rosy design, using this Zig Brushables marker and color Fawn, which is brand new to my collection. So to do the roses, I'm going to do like what I did for my September bullet journal theme, which I'll link up here in case you like this kind of floral thing. And just using the brush tip, just kind of do like big round strokes surrounding like an invisible center there to make these little like rose petals. Alright, so that's my largest flower that I want to include in here. So I'm going to go ahead and use Tombow 228 to draw the leaves for that. The next thing that I'm going to add is a layer of like berry doodles. So I'm going to use this Tombow N79 for the little branches of the berries, and then one of my Crayola Super Tips to do the actual berries themselves. So to draw the branches, I'm going to just start off with a curved line and then just kind of add a few lines spraying off of there. Next, I'm going to add the berries here, which will just be circles. And next I'm going to use a really light gray, Tombow N89, and just kind of fill the open space that's left with big leafy branches. So I'm going to just draw, again, I always start with like a curved stem, and then I'll just use the brush end to make just some large, really light leaves to fill in the space that's left. And I think just for fun, I'm going to use this gray again and just add a smaller leafy design into some of these spaces. That's something that I don't normally do with this theme, but I just feel like it's kind of lacking just a little something. So I'm going to add a few of these little guys in as well. Alright, so that's where I'm going to leave this doodle. If you wanted to go in and add some more detail, you could add like little, I don't even know what to call these, like X's or little scoops on the berries. I'm not sure, it just makes it look kind of berryish. So you can definitely do that if you want to. Or of course, one thing that I have done in the past is taken white gel pen and just done little like designs on the leaves, kind of like adding the veins of the leaf. with white gel pen, something like that. But I'm just going to leave mine as it is for now. And next what you're going to do is take some craft paper, and you wouldn't need to, you could just write the title across there, but I do think it's kind of fun to use craft paper. So I would just use normal stuff, but this is what I had closest. It's this strip of craft paper washi tape, and I know you can get this kind of thing from Obujo is where I got mine. I have a discount code for them down in the description, but I think you can get it other places too, like Stationery Pal would have this, Journal Say, all kinds of places where I've bought stationery from before. And this is like washi tape, so it'll just stick right on, which makes it really easy to add a little title here over top of this floral print. And I'm just ripping around it to make it a little more ragged. And then I'm going to paste this on right kind of in the center of my page here, which is where I'll write my heading for November. All right, so you guys know how I love white gel pen. I'm going to use my white gel pen and just do a very simple, like all capital font to write out November. And I feel like this would look a bit better if I didn't have the grid in the background, but I still think it'll be just fine. And I'm just going to add some kind of dashed outlining to parts of this craft paper just for fun. All right, and there we have our third and final theme. So we've got this nice cozy floral print here that took me about 8 minutes to set up. Then we've got the mountain theme that I took directly from Claudia Joseph. And then we've got our little fall apple picking theme. Thank you all for joining me for some simple November theme ideas. Again, let me know down in the comments which ones of these ideas you like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.